last decade, we've witnessed the rise of a new religion, Bitcoin. Its profits promised us a decentralized utopia, a hedge against inflation, and a version of digital gold that would replace the failing legacy systems of the West. But as we stand here in 2026, the cracks aren't just showing, they're widening. While the price dances to the tune of social media, hype, and institutional manipulation, we need to ask the one question most crypto bros are afraid of. What is it actually worth? Today, we're stripping away the laser eyes and the to the moon memes. We're going to talk about why Bitcoin's lack of intrinsic value makes it a dangerous foundation for a long-term wealth blueprint, and why the hidden cost of its existence might be higher than you think. To understand why Bitcoin is a gamble and not an investment, you must understand the difference between price and value. Price is what you pay. It's a reflection of supply and demand at a specific second. If enough people are convinced that a digital token is worth $100,000, then that is its price. Value, however, is what you get. If you buy a share of a company, your value is a portion of their profits, their patents, and their machinery. If you buy an apartment building, your value is the monthly rent paid by tenants. These are productive assets. They create something that didn't exist before. Bitcoin produces nothing. It doesn't pay a dividend. It doesn't generate a yield unless you lend it out, which involves massive counterparty risk. Its only path to profit is the greater fool theory. The hope that tomorrow someone foolish enough will pay you more for it than you paid today. In the wealth blueprint, we don't build on hope, we build on cash flow. Let's talk about the physical reality of a digital asset. Proponents call Bitcoin efficient because it removes banks, but they ignore the staggering physical resources required to keep the network alive. To secure the Bitcoin blockchain, we use a process called proof of work. In simple terms, millions of specialized computers are racing to solve useless mathematical puzzles. This consumes more electricity than entire developed nations. In a world facing a massive energy transition, where energy independence is the new gold, spending gigawatts of power to maintain a ledger of digital tokens is, frankly, an ecological and economic tragedy. Preserving the planet is a true asset. Clean air, fertile soil, and sustainable energy grids are the foundations of future wealth. While the East is focused on building nuclear reactors and dominating the battery supply chain, the West has spent a significant portion of its energy budget on mining numbers in a computer. One is a recipe for civilizational growth, the other is a digital vanity project. Bitcoin was supposed to be the lifeboat during the storm, but look at the data from the last few years of global instability. When the markets panicked, Bitcoin didn't behave like gold, it behaved like a high beta tech stock. When interest rates rose, Bitcoin crashed. When geopolitical tensions spiked, investors fled to the US dollar and physical commodities. Why? Because in a crisis, people want things they can use. You can't build a bridge with Bitcoin. You can't fuel a truck with a private key. The digital gold narrative has failed the stress test. It is a risk-on asset. It thrives when there is excess liquidity and cheap money. But in the era of the Great Reset and resource scarcity, risk-on is a luxury we can't afford to over-index on. Finally, we must address the illusion of decentralization. Governments allow Bitcoin to exist as long as it stays in its sandbox. But as soon as it threatens the dominance of central bank, digital currencies, CBDCs, or the ability to collect taxes, the hammer will fall. We've already seen the tightening of know your customer and anti-money laundering laws. The anonymity of Bitcoin is a myth for the average user. If your wealth can be frozen or taxed at a 50% rate by a single stroke of a legislative pen, is it really outside the system? The real wealth blueprint isn't about hiding from the system in a digital cave. It's about using the system's own rules to own the productive assets that the system depends on. Bitcoin is an amazing piece of technology, and many people have made life-changing money from it. I'm not denying that, but don't confuse a successful trade with a sound economic foundation. True wealth is built on things that the world needs: food, energy, shelter, and innovation. As the world pivots toward a resource-based economy, holding a non-productive, energy-intensive digital token might be the riskiest move of all. If you want to learn how to invest in assets that have actual value in the real world, stick with us. What do you think? Is Bitcoin still the future, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end for the crypto dream? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.